Hi, this is Sarah Mikesel with the Pig Site, and today we're here with Dr. Lucina Galina. She is the Director of Pork Technical Services Team at Zoetis. So thanks for being with us today, Dr. Galina.
It's a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Very good. Now tell me a little bit about this ongoing research that Zoetis has been conducting.
So for many years, Zoetis has been conducting antimicrobial surveillance. So it is very important for us as a company that manufactures antimicrobials to understand if our products are still, if the pathogens that we're trying to target are susceptible to antimicrobials. And we have been doing this program for 21 years, for a long time. We work with all the diagnostic labs in the US and also Canadian laboratories. So we monitor antimicrobial susceptibility in North America, and then we report our results in peer-reviewed manuscripts, so they are reviewed by a scientific community, and then we publish the results every 5 years. So we look at about 10 antimicrobials that target pathogens involved with respiratory disease, because as you know, respiratory disease is the most economically important group of diseases that we experience in the swine industry. And then we look at antimicrobial susceptibility for pathogens like strep suis, like Actinobacillus pleuropneumoniae, we call it APP, Mycoplasma pneumoniae, Bordetella bronchoseptica, Pasteurella multocida, even strep suis. So it's very important, as you know, there's a lot of attention that is being paid on the use of antimicrobials in livestock, that we continue monitoring antimicrobial resistance. So we have done this for many years, working across most of the labs in North America, and we have found year after year that overall, our antimicrobials are still highly susceptible to most of these pathogens. So for example, if you think about Actinobacillus pleuropneumoniae or APP, cephalosporins, tulathromycin, fluoroquinolones, fluorphenicol, are still highly susceptible or pathogens to those antimicrobials. If you think about Pasteurella multocida, Ceftiofur has high levels of susceptibility. For most pathogens have more than 90% susceptibility to these antimicrobials. The one where we see more resistance over time is tetracycline. So tetracycline is the one that we have to be very careful about, because we see more resistance. But overall, we see a high level of susceptibility. It's very good for us to publish this information, to share this information, because it's a very comprehensive national program. It's not just a regional program in one diagnostic lab, but it covers isolates that we recover from many and most of the diagnostic laboratories.
Very good. And one of the, I guess, a quick follow-up questions, it sounds like veterinarians and producers that they're working with are doing the right thing, right? They're judiciously using these products.
That's right. That's one of the key messages for me. That's one of the take-home messages that are very important. To see that level of susceptibility is important, because we as veterinarians, producers, we have options to keep our pigs healthy. So we are doing something right. Some of the practices that we take, like biosecurity, having people in multi-site locations, the judicious use that we are implementing for antimicrobials. All of these results are telling us that we're doing something right as an industry. I'm very proud to be part of that.
Very good. And just one follow-up question, Dr. Galina. This information really, how are veterinarians and or the rest of the industry really using this? How does it guide the industry?
Yeah, so veterinarians have to be very careful when they make decisions of which antibiotic to use for each pathogen. So that's their role. Yeah. But they always need to go back and look at the references, through time, is this still the right antimicrobial? So we have those susceptibility, reports. We have published that now at the Journal of JSHAP, Journal of Health and Production.
Right.
And also the diagnostic laboratories produce these reports, but they can use that as a guidance to make their decisions on antimicrobials. If they find some that are highly resistant to certain pathogens, then we have options. But it's so important that we preserve our options, because we don't have very many options, and we still have to take care of animals. Animals get sick. pigs get sick, and we need to have solutions for them.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you so much for all the information today, Dr. Galina.
It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
This is Sarah Mikesell with the Pig Site.